Empire Total War. Probably one of my favorite Total War games, which is really saying something because this game is absurd. Absurd in so many different ways. You've got yourself the 3 different theaters, a completely bizarre world market, weirdly in-depth population and government mechanics. Not happy with your current cabinet and government? Don't worry about it. Just kick the poor fella out a window. Oh, did I also forget to mention that France at the start of the game only has 2 city tiles, and if you lose them, guess what? France is gone. But not completely gone, because your colonies in the New World will actually break free, declare their independence, and vow to get revenge on those pesky Brits who have probably gone ahead and put you in the gutter. It's all just so weirdly done. So weirdly absurd and great. One of my favorite things is actually just scrolling the map of Europe and going all the way over to India, which is connected. You do actually have a different theater for it where you can click down here, but you can actually go all the way to India unimpeded. It's a little bit different for going to the New World though. That's not connected. It's just its own separate dimension over here. You also have a few trade nodes across the map where you can do a bit of trading for rare resources, all of which are just little nodules you have to send trade ships to across the globe. These all tend to usually end up being a bit of a battle royale between you, the AI that you are currently at war with, and sometimes pirates that you forgot to even existed. Oh, sorry, did I forget to mention that there are pirates? Yeah, there are pirates. And the contribution they're going to give to your gameplay is at some point you're going to forget that you've put a ship somewhere and they're going to find it. This game is absurd and I love it. Sometimes I just get an itch for the absurd. And thus we are here today as the Knights of St. John. Now you do have to get a mod to play any of the minor nations in the game. There are a variety of different ones out there. I'm using Minor Factions Revenge just because it's the first one I could think of. And I do believe this was really random and weird, but apparently there is a mobile port of this game that is actually getting DLCs and updates, which is completely absurd to think about. Even more absurd than this damn game in general, but just something to bear in mind if you're a mobile gamer, I guess. Hello, I am the Knight of St. John. This is me, Ramon. Oh my god, Ramon, you kind of suck. And as the Knights of St. John, we are a little bit out of our time period in Empire Total War. We're a crusading order, and the Crusades are long gone. I sure got a feeling today we might bring them back. Now, we start off with a little bit of a navy, a pretty good starting position as we can build the Grand Harbor of Malta, which is beautiful, and we're in an interesting position obviously on the island of Malta where there is plenty of expansion to be had. Only huge issue we have as Malta is that if we ever get blockaded because we are an island with only one port, it's pretty much GG for any trade income we might have, which is why it's going to be really important for us to get a pretty damn good navy. That right there is going to be one of our biggest problems at the start here. Barbary pirates. As you can see already, they're already raiding a trade route over here, which I'm actually a part of, so that's not cool. We are building 2 fleets. One of these fleets is going to be for defending ourselves from the pirates, which are raiding us right there, and our other fleet is full of trading ships, which is going to go and do a little bit of trade. But what will we trade, you may ask? Well, we're going to go to our trade tab over here and just see what exactly is the most expensive good right now, and that would be ivory at 45 little gold coins. After sending our boats over to, guess what, the Ivory Coast, look at all this delicious ivory that's then going onto our trade route. We're making 2,465 gold pieces now. I do believe that the price of the goods will actually fluctuate quite a bit depending on who's trading with what, so it is a good idea to check in here every now and again to see what's the best way to make a bit of moolah. But for now, we are just going to put the boats there and probably forget about them until they get blown up by someone I'm at war with. Speaking of which, we are at war with the Barbary states straight away at the start of the game, so we should go deal with that. Now, they have added in this mod a little bit of flavor for the knights. They have a few units that are pretty damn good, actually, and some of them are pretty cool. We've already got access to our order infantry, and we also get our order cavalry. Both really good. Only downside is, because we're obviously on Malta, we don't actually have any access to research or technology, or cannons, more importantly. Yeah, that whole crusading thing put us us a bit backwards in terms of a lot of places, but it's time to go forwards, and by forwards, I mean backwards to the Middle East. And to get there, we're going to have to first go through North Africa. Like I said, our units are pretty good, especially these elite infantry we get very early, so we're going to make the most of them, and they already stand no chance against me. Can I just demand their surrender? No. We'll just siege them down for a turn, see if they come out. There's our first problem that we have to deal with. The Barbary states have put one single boat in my harbor, and that is enough to cripple all global trade with me. So yeah, we're gonna kick them out by putting our army in there and just fighting them. But yeah, we really suck when that happens. Ooh, I completely forgot as well. We get these Knights of Malta that are really good, and we are gonna use them to reclaim a little city that I've been keeping my eye on. Well, I did mention that France is just like 2 provinces, right? And Britain has already taken them out. Man, I don't remember the AI being so cutthroat. Might be the mod, or might just be a really ruthless GB today. Now, if we go over to the Americas, like I said earlier, Louisiana, or French America, you could probably say, has all of their provinces now. They are completely independent, which is pretty funny. Interesting to see if they end up doing anything with that. Maybe France will be reborn? We don't know. Let's let's check back in later. Meanwhile, though, our Great Crusade has landed. We've taken out both Tripoli and Tunis, and the last bastion of pirate activity over here is Algeria. I'm just waiting for the population to stop revolting, and I will head on over there. Yes, and because we have Tunis as well now, me and the boys are getting ourselves a little bit of backup. Well, I think the Grand Siege of Algeria wasn't as epic as I was actually expecting it to be. Tell you what, we're just going to go in, because let's talk about the combat in Empire Total War. You see, we are in the era of gunpowder and standing in lines. You see, this is back when warfare had manners. You'd line on up, get your shot off, hopefully kill somebody, and then have the polite nerve to stand there as the other guy had a go at you. And if miraculously you were one of the guys on the front line that somehow survived a 50 caliber bullet going through your chest, you get to go again. Like I said, the era of manners in warfare. Unless you were on the cannons, there's not too much manners when it comes to just shooting a giant ball at your enemy. But by Jove, is it quite the spectacle. You do occasionally have to worry about a few tricks some people do pull in this era of mannerful warfare. Like occasionally they will try to sneak a couple camels behind your back to try and blow up your cannons. And honestly, how rude. But it's all cool. Some people do have their problems with the clunkiness of the line battles and gunpowder warfare in general, but man, it's cool. Oh yeah, and that's also the pirates, the Barbary ones at least, completely dealt with, and North Africa is ours. If you ever notice that somebody's in a trade spot that you may actually want, just go politely scooch them out the way. Oh man, I should probably talk about naval battles at some point, shouldn't I? Now, I did not say this game was perfect. In fact, I'm pretty sure the word I used was absurd, but I think this was the first Total War to actually have naval warfare, and it's not exactly what I would call very good. A lot of people do like this type of naval warfare. I mean, it is fast-paced, it's really clunky, and getting your ships to go where they actually should be going is a little bit annoying. At the same time, it really is quite satisfying seeing that broadside go off, huh? But yeah, it's not objectively the most fun experience. I think subjectively, though, a lot of people probably do enjoy this. Probably a lot of people who have more patience than I do. Again, though, I think my favorite thing definitely comes down to saving up that broadside, and then at the opportune moment, boom! Oh, I was kind of half joking about the France coming back thing, but they did come back, and they've taken Brussels with them. So, we're at war with the Ottomans, and we're going to go for a bit of a two-pronged attack here. Now, I know, Crusades, blah, 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 blah. We should go straight and take Jerusalem. I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'm going to go straight to Istanbul. And then with our second army, we are going to march into Egypt. They haven't even garrisoned this. This is all just the spawning troops. Our second force has managed to reach Egypt, and once again, they've put nobody here. They just surrendered. Whoa. Crusading's easy. Well, the Grand Siege of Istanbul is complete, and we only lost 89 guys winning it. It's a really bad time to be French in this game, because they've now been occupied by the Dutch. I don't really know what's going on, but I think I should be scared. Now, here's definitely the most annoying thing about Empire Total War. It has to be rebellions. After you take a city, it will be pretty prone to rebellion, which will then go ahead and spawn a rebel army that will walk around all your province and destroy every building in it. For some provinces that aren't that big, this usually isn't a problem, but for me to get down to this rebel army right now, it would take 2 turns. By the first turn I've moved over here, this army's probably already moved its way back up to Egypt, and if they were to take this province, I would then have to re-siege it down. Yeah. Rebellions aren't great. I just took a battle with the Ottomans, and I think we're fighting it in the afterlife. Not too sure if this is some sort of omen, or we have actually entered into the end times. It's actually making it very difficult to figure out what's going on. I don't know if this is a glitch. No, I'm gonna be 100% real with you. Either way, doesn't matter. Jesus was on our side and he sent the Turks packing. You know what's really cool? I'm 11 years into this game right now, and I've only just got a building that will let me do research. There it is, our great conquest. Research is pretty fun in this game. There are really good unlocks you can get later in the tech trees, and I do like that there is a bit of a downside to actually doing a lot of research, because you would think, oh, I'll just spam a load of these buildings and just get everything at once. Yeah, let me introduce you to a mechanic called clamor for reform. So funnily enough, the more educated and more knowing your population become, the more they realize that maybe having an absolute ruler who tackles them to kingdom come isn't a good thing. So there is actually a benefit to saying no to research and staying as dumb as possible. There are a couple ways you can actually deal with the clamor for reform if you do actually want to do a whole bunch of tech, one of them being just having a revolution. But for now, considering we've only just got our first school up until this point, I think we're okay to do a bit of research. We're continuing our conquest over here in the Ottomans, and just like I thought, these guys were definitely going to surrender, and thus we have kicked them out of Europe. Our army has crossed into Anatolia, and we have taken Ankara no problem. So I think it's definitely time we send our second army here with our great crusaders onto Jerusalem. Ooh, to which they've actually got an army in as well. Oh yes, look at the boys. Look at them go. What a fun little mustache you have. That wasn't much of a spectacular victory because I auto-resolved it. But there's Jerusalem under our control. Well, we have pushed the Ottoman Empire to their last province over in Syria. And I think it's time we put them out of their misery for good. Oh, they're actually just coming straight on out to fight me. And that is a lot of guys on a lot of camels. Oh, yep, there they are. Looking pretty fly on the camels. Probably pay more attention. I'm getting drive-by cameled right now. These guys actually have guns. Unfortunately for the camel gunners, though, I have the Lord, and he has given me a mission. It does seem that AI just always has one strategy in Empire Total War, and that's just to rush your flanks. So that's where I'm just going to put all the heavy stuff always. Our knights are swiping them left and right, though. They are not even getting away there. I think we might just press with them, and then on the right flank, guess what? They did the exact same thing with the camel gunners. I do have to say, though, it is quite the vibe just running around on a camel and doing a couple drive-bys, but as you can see by all the people dying here, it's just not a good thing. I definitely applaud the AI trying to think they could win this battle by riding out against me, but they have very clearly not won the battle today. That is, of course, because the Lord is on my side. He promised me all of the Ottoman Empire so that I could sell my ivory to so many more people. The Lord truly looked upon the Knights of Malta and said, "You go, girl. Business, bitch." And with that, the Ottomans are no more. Something I always loved about Empire Total War is just the fact that AI is something else. Poland Lithuania just wants me to give them Mesopotamia, and in return will give me explosive shells and advanced irrigation. And I don't think I particularly want to give up my land, to which you will then just be landlocked in the middle of Iraq. Oh wow, we haven't even been occupying Jerusalem here for a while, and it's already 41% Catholic. That's pretty good. If you don't know, converting provinces is still pretty important in Empire Total War. It gives you a whole bunch of revolt risk, unsurprisingly, if you don't. You can also stack up a lot of bonuses by building churches or church schools all over your land, and it'll give you happiness for Catholic population, which is good. because we can just keep stacking these in every town that spawns. Meaning, you guessed it, that's right, we get even less modifiers that make people hate us. And if people hate us less, that means we get to get away with doing a little bit of taxation. Okay, this is the second time Augustus II here has tried to get Mesopotamia off me. What do you think is there, bud? Because I'm telling you, I've been over there. I've had 52 revolts in that province, and it's just sand. Wait, maybe I should give it to them. Okay, they've downgraded their offer after that last one. Now they just want Palestine. I'm not giving you anything. Oh, here you go. I'll give you Algeria. That's one province that I don't particularly need, and is constantly giving me an issue. And that's some pretty good tech. Nope, didn't want that. He needs to be in the Middle East. All right, they've given up finally. Augustus. Mr. August. That's fine. I'll give you 800 coins and a military alliance. Take it or leave it. That, my friends, is called Art of the Deal, by the way. Now we have succeeded in our great crusade. Jeebus Christ has given me one more mission. Apparently, South Italy must go. Why did Jesus tell me to destroy the Italians? Well, none of your business, alright? It's between me and the big guy. Just forget about it, alright? Forget about it. Okay, you know, I'm actually just realizing that my alliances are pretty stacked. All Flippo over here has is the Pope, who he did bring in against me. He's gonna have to learn a lesson here. That being that I quite literally have the divine mandate on my side. Also just gonna auto-resolve that because now I want to fight the Pope. Oh damn, just realized as well, my general absolutely stacked beyond belief, and he's got a barber. I mean, yeah, you can't let that hair go wild on the battlefield, can you? Gotta keep it fresh. Oh, well, you know what I said about forgetting about that navy doing trade a long time ago? Well, I've forgotten about it, and now Paulino Barbari has come to blow it up. I'm gonna auto-resolve that, and we won! Damn, why's the Pope got like 2 stacked out navies here? Oh, okay, they're not stacked out. These are terrible. These aren't actual ships. You might as well put your rowboats out. And of course, he's gone ahead and blockaded me with one of them. I'm gonna go blockade your damn city with an army. I think I've got the power just to auto-resolve that. Yeah, unsurprisingly, I do have the power to auto-resolve it. That fixed the old blockade. Imminent bankruptcy. This is what happens when you destroy my home port, by the way. Yeah, because we are purely a trade nation, and if none of the trade can get into my port, look at that right there. If I hover over, 0. That's it. I'm bankrupt. But look at our great empire now. We've got Rome and we've got Constantinople. Still Istanbul on the map, but you know, actually, we've got Istanbul. And we have all of the Ottoman Empire under our control. In fact, we're kind of just almost Roman Empire again, aren't we? But our empire is mighty. The heart of it is unfortunately on an island that if you blockade, we immediately go bankrupt. But if we aren't bankrupted, our trade is insane. Our income is enormous. And our empire is fairly stable. In fact, just look at that. We get 21,000 from that trade route right there. That's insane. Another 8,000 there. We are the masters of the Mediterranean. Most importantly, we are also the masters of the Holy Land. It's been brought back, guys, in 1724. Kind of just feels like I've played a weird game of medieval. Hey, maybe you want to see me play some medieval next. Let me know in the comments down below. But I think today, the Knights of St. John are done for today. If you enjoyed the video, leave a like down below, and if you're enjoying these just other games, I guess back in the day I just play on the main channel, but since that's pretty much just gonna stay Hoi 4 for now, why not, huh? Play some random crap on here. But yeah, if you're enjoying them, let me know. I still want to do the old types of videos as well. I actually have a few coming up since we will be getting dev corners soon. Have a little look what the new DLC might be. But for in between, in my spare time, I'll just play a few of the games I play anyway. So if you want to see more, again, let me know in the comments down below. Leave a like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the next one, Slop Nation.